Hooray! Yet another moment of brilliance.
Hey guys, this is a sad story with a happy ending. Hope you enjoy.
So it's a story about a guy who gets cancer and then all of a sudden gets a hand job at the end? Okay.
Okay, so here's a website that looks pretty professional and pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it looks a lot more professional and better looking than your website.
Well, I bought their software here for $1,699, which...
Wow! $1,699. So no wonder your heat is so hard to afford. I guess when you couple that with the $6,000 you spent on your yard, and then how many other thousands of dollars you want to spend on getting your kitchen and bathroom remodeled, nobody really would have the money at the end of the day to pay for any sort of interesting amenities. Or maybe you're just full of shit. I can't really tell which of the two, but I'm gonna bank on you're full of shit.
Wound up being $1,800 after tax.
Wow, that's so affordable.
The reason I bought their software is because I wanted to bring my videos to the next level.
And you paid for software, by the way, that had $200 in tax. That's brilliant.
Whenever I'd use the trial version of this company's software, it worked fine, but then I'd buy the full version and suddenly it wouldn't work anymore. This is a screenshot that came up every single time I tried to use the software.
Alright, he doesn't stay on this one particularly long, so let's see. Error, your GenArt Sapphire serial number is currently in use on another machine. So, your stupid ass tried to install your software on more than one computer, not realizing that CD keys are more or less fail-safe to only work on a singular computer. Your current facial expression is very much displaying your level of technological intellect. You know, what would I know? I only professionally work in the tech field.
When I had the full version. This is one of the many emails I sent them regarding their failed software and how I had tried multiple times in the past to get them to fix the software and they still had not fixed the issue. As I recall, I purchased the software 3 times and gotten a refund twice.
So you spent over $4,000 on software and you can't afford heat? Okay.
The reason for this is that I assume over time they would fix their problems, especially since they recently came out with a new version, but no, the problems still exist.
Well then why didn't you call their fucking tech support line, you stupid asshole? They're there for a reason. If you expected people to just send you a non-broken copy of the software, then maybe it's your computer, and they could talk you through how to fix it, not wasting an unbelievably huge amount of money on a CD.
So, as you can see in this email, they say, hey, you've purchased our product so many times that this time...
Let's go back to that. Because this is the interesting part. Alright. Our organization's practice is to not allow returns since we provide fully functional trials of all GenArt's products. In the interest of customer service, we have honored your refund requests in the past. Due to excessive refunds, your request for refund on order or whatever has been denied. In the future, we recommend taking advantage of our fully functional trial products before committing to purchase. And this is what you do. You yell at them, and then you threaten them. So, no wonder they didn't honor your request for a refund. You're an asshole. I wouldn't want to give you your money back, too. Especially considering that when you do things like this to a company, it looks like you're kind of just trying to extract money out of them. And they don't like doing that. Believe it or not, douche, not a lot of people actually like having to give people refunds 80 times in a row. It kind of hurts their company's ability to make money. Stupid.
Purchased our product so many times that this time we're not going to give you a refund. Meanwhile, my response to them was, okay, I've given you multiple opportunities to fix this software. I only purchased the most recent software because it was a new version of the software, so I assumed it would work.
Well, then that's your bullshit presumption. Maybe it's a problem with your machine. You can't just owe it on one singular problem.
But it still doesn't. In that, after giving you guys a third opportunity to fix your software, and it's still not functioning, I've uninstalled it from my computer, I've registered the uninstallation online so you know I'm not using it, and I've even sent you a screenshot of the specific error that occurred. An error which prevents me from using the software in Premiere, which to me makes it pretty useless.
Which is a interesting thing you note that Premiere is like, what, $800?
but they've clearly conveyed the message loud and clear that they don't care if their software is defective. Otherwise, me having reported this problem to them with proof multiple times in the past would have motivated them to fix it by now.
Not really. You're being an unreasonably huge asshole. I used to work for a software company a while back, and actually we used to get calls from pieces of shit like you all the time. And the reason we don't like being very nice to people like you or honoring your particular requests is because you don't understand when we tell you that it's probably not our software, it's probably your computer. And then fucktards like you get so goddamn monumentally insistent that it is not your computer, it's our software, that we just give up and say, well, fuck you. Deal with the problem on your own then. You're not a trained professional in anything that has anything to do with software. As much as you'd like to think you are, you're not. I build software. I work with server communications. Okay? You're an idiot. These people did the right thing to do. And even if you file a Better Business Bureau complaint, which you threatened to do in their email, all they have to do is, on the report that's being filed against them, counter it with, this guy is being an unreasonable asshole and we stand by our product. I already sent this video into the company that he's talking about. And especially considering that all he's trying to do is slander them because he's angry it won't work and get his fans to fill their inbox with a whole bunch of hate mail. Don't believe me? Especially if people at Gen Arts see this. Yeah, so, brilliant. Brilliant. Anyway.
Now. And the hilarity of it is when I reported this problem to them, yet again, they acted like they had never heard of the problem before, even though I had reported to them twice prior. Like once I was
Well, maybe they didn't hear about this particular problem. It's not that it's just from you, shithead. Maybe they were trying to find a solution. I mean, good God, you were like the definition of a shithead American. You want everything done instantaneously, alright? Problems like this aren't easy to fix. You gotta debug hundreds of thousands of lines of code. Stupid. And the thing I find even more preposterous about this is that you go on here and complain that you don't have any money. And you buy thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of software and computers and bullshit to make your videos with. Where the fuck does that money come from? If you can't pay the bills in your house, where the fuck is all the money for all the bullshit you put in your videos coming from, shittard? It seems like you must be lying about something then. Because clearly you have the money to live really easy. I mean, getting you to actually pick up a shovel and do a day's work has got to be an impossibility. And I guess being a libertine raised from a super wealthy family kind of has its cons as opposed to its pros, and people like you are living testaments to that.
longer a customer, suddenly the problem ceased to exist as well. Regardless, I told them that I was going to report them to the Better Business Bureau for refusing to give a customer a refund for a defective product. And I also told them that I was going to report them to my credit card company if they didn't give me my refund. And you know what their response was? Hi, Gregory. Thank you for keeping Gen Arts apprised of your situation. Please let us know if anything changes on your end. You know...
That's like the best fucking thing I've ever heard. So basically you were such an asshole to them that they don't care. So, wow. That's a fucking... Hold on, I gotta hear that again. That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard.
Situation. Please let...
Hold on, I gotta hear that again. That's actually funny that they would send you that back.
To give a customer a refund for a defective product. And I also told them I was going to report them to my credit card company if they didn't give me my refund.
Oh, it's so intimidating. They'll just tell your credit card company that you were trying to extract refunds out of them and your credit will go in the shithouse, but okay.
You know what their response was? Hi, Gregory. Thank you for keeping Gen Arts apprised of your situation. Please let us know if anything changes on your end. You know you're... selling a defective product and you're not going to do anything about it? And then I responded with this list of reasons why they should be giving me a refund, and to the...
Well, this is why they're not going to refund you. Whatever. I mean, 10 minutes is almost too long for a video like this, but that's funny. Keep us, let us know if anything changes on your end. Go ahead, call these two places. We don't give a shit. You know, personally... I might try out their software, because from what I saw on their website, it looks pretty cool. And if I get it working for me, then woohoo, I have thousands of dollars in editing software I can't possibly find a use for, because at the current moment, I'm not really doing anything with film, per se. But I think that's fucking hilarious. And keep us apprised of your situation. Wow. What else does he have to say?
That email, they didn't even respond. And logically, I don't know how they could respond considering I pretty much have them in a corner.
No, you don't. You don't have them in a corner whatsoever. You know, companies like that, if they have an LLC, have better lawyers than you would ever know. And they're probably aligning them against you right now as a means of protecting their product. If they're going to sell a product for over $1,800 as a whole visual effects suite, then they would have to be an idiot company to not have some sort of legal protection in case people like this were trying to slander them and make them look bad. Like I said, I've taken the liberty of sending this video to them to make them aware of what you're trying to do, which in and of itself is what a scam artist would do. And it's just, I think, technically illegal. I'm not really sure. You're allowed to have your complaints about things, but when you try to forcibly extract money out of somebody and coerce them into refunding something that they said, look, we've given you enough refunds that by our policy we're allowed to give, yeah, then you're just being an asshole.
Proven that I'm never going to be using their software. I've proven that it's defective, and yet they keep my $1,800 locked away in their greedy little pockets. Now here's the happy ending. Someone working at Red Giant Software heard about me having problems with Gen Arts, and so they contacted me offering me their entire software library for free. I've actually spent
What? I don't know if I fucking buy that kind of shit. I find that a little funny. That's interesting that somebody would give you thousands of dollars for what? I'm sorry, I'm a little dumbfounded at that because I work in music. Where he works in video, I work in music. So this is just really weird to me that somebody would do this. That's like if I had a problem with Pro Tools or something, and then somebody offered me an entire suite for, well, I guess it's kind of a downgrade, but still, the whole FL Studio suite with every single plugin made for it for free. I wouldn't accept a gift like that because, one, it's way too extravagant, and I wouldn't feel like I was getting a deal. I'd feel like something shiesty was about to go on.
thousands of dollars on their software in the past. And when it comes to Red Giant software, I've never needed a refund because their products have always worked. So them offering me their entire library of software made me one happy customer. If you guys aren't aware, something I've used many times in the past is Magic Bullet Looks and Magic Bullet Mojo.
But the problem is that you're kind of distorting the truth a little bit. Because right here it says, I am a filmmaker and an effects artist. And even though it says they work for Red Giant, they're not going to give you their software for free. Who the fuck is just going to give out, what, $4,000 worth of software for free? Why the fuck would they do that? That doesn't make it... Okay. I don't know if I buy that. I mean, you might be telling the truth, but just something is really off about that. That somebody would offer you thousands of dollars in software for free just because you had an issue with another company. Well, whatever. You know, if their software breaks, they'll probably never do that again because you're just going to be as big of a passive-aggressive asshole as you were to the other company. But, okay. Actually, you know what? How much is, on average, Red Giant software? Software. Let's look that up. Alright, so Magic bullet suite just for... Wow! $799. That's interesting. I can't afford the heat in my house, but I can. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what on average trap code suite for keying suite from like chroma keying, which is the advanced word, $799. Interesting. And the upgrade is $400. So for a guy that can't afford heat, wow. Let's see. Knoll Light Factory. I'm just clicking around. $200. Can't afford heat. Whatever this Presto thing, that's $100. Because I'm going with tax here. Effects suite. Oh, $900. Lovely. $899. You can't afford heat. And you can buy this much in software. And pay your bills. And pay your car insurance. And pay for any other amenities that you may need. And you can't afford to fix $20 in blinds. And a guy is just going to give you effectively, doing a quick math here, extremely roughly, meaning totally incorrect, but approximately $3,600 in software for free. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit.